AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like Commentator.
Y suscribe.
Explosive reports. Tom Brady to retire from football commentary. You got to hear first from Front Office Sports. They're reporting the reason why Tom Brady stinks as a Fox broadcaster and why he will eventually retire. As you can see here, Tom Brady's TV restrictions cast his 10-year Fox contract in doubt. Look at his face. The vote from NFL owners on whether Tom Brady should be part owner of the Raiders was unanimous, 32-0. Yes, all 32 owners have voted that Tom Brady should be or can be allowed to be a part owner of the Raiders. Of course, that raises a couple of eyebrows because he's commentating for Fox at this point. Tom Brady signed a 10-year, $375 million contract with Fox. And just 6 games in, 71% of readers at Front Office Sports newsletter survey thinks he won't even be at the job 3 years from now. As a formally approved part owner, Brady faces the following restrictions to his Fox broadcasting job. He can't criticize teams or referees, can't enter team facilities, he can't attend practices, he can't join pregame production meetings with teams or players in person or virtually. He's subject to the league's gambling and tampering policy. So he's basically going through everything he would have went through as a player. And these restrictions are pretty difficult to uphold as a Fox commentator, right? All you ever hear about them, Joe Bucks of the world, Troy Aikman is having these meetings, Chris Collinsworth, they have meetings with the players. They always talk about speaking to coaches and the front office at times, and they let you in on tidbits during the commentary. So, they have the small talk during the game. I have seen other commentators point to the no criticizing the refs rule as the biggest problem, but Brady, who has been rather vanilla in his commentary so far, on brand with his press conferences when he was a player, shouldn't have a hard time curbing his criticism. In the article, they're saying that he shouldn't have a hard time curbing his criticism because he's already been doing that. Not being able to criticize the teams is a bigger problem. When Deshaun Watson throws his 3rd pick of the game, Brady can't say anything about how massively the Browns messed up the deal with Deshaun Watson, which they signed him to a record guaranteed money. They go on to mention that the Cowboys would allow Brady to enter their facilities and basically break the rules, but Fox can't allow that to happen, or the NFL cannot allow that to happen. They go on to give different opinions about why Tom Brady could still do the job. It's clear that he wasn't great anyway. I don't understand why anyone can defend this. It's the same thing as Bronny James. Either you have it or you don't. Tom Brady's just not interesting. He was never interesting off the field unless it was his drama. Unless it was drama with his baby mamas and stuff like that and the inflated football, whatever it was. Those are the only times Tom Brady was really interesting, apart from winning and just being, in the GOAT category, just being a character of excellence. And it's tough to do that to be in front of a microphone, in front of a camera. I'm not saying I can replace Tom Brady, but I think this explains a lot as to why Tom Brady wasn't going hard on camera and on the microphone for the NFL games. He was prepping to be in this position where he was restricted to speak on plenty of things on air. So he was already going to be the same guy that he was after games and not giving you much, right? Like Derek Jeter for the New York Yankees, the baseball legend himself. He's on Fox now doing commentary with David Ortiz, and he's way more playful. He's way more having a showcase of his personality alongside peers and just people he played against with David Ortiz. who was a rival. Alex Rodriguez was a shortstop rival for most of his career until he joined the Yankees, right? And you see them a lot more comfortable in that setting, and it's not really on the air either, right? But then you can hear someone like John Smoltz calling baseball commentary, and he seems to be himself on there as well. And for a lot of us, we felt like Brady wasn't going hard and he didn't reveal much during the game, and that may have been what turned us off. But for me, it's plain as day. Tom Brady came in there replacing an Emmy Award winner in Greg Olson. Greg Olson he won an Emmy Award while commentating football games for Fox. That's like replacing Tom Brady at quarterback for the New England Patriots as like a Matt Castle or anybody. I mean, I can't even name their quarterback since Brady left, but it's obviously a hard job to pick up on. But this explains a lot. This explains a lot because his commercials, and imagine he was on Netflix and he had a roast. So he's quite comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So we know that. And he has legendary moments, and people just always having countless stories about how competitive Tom Brady is. So we're all pretty sure he wants to win. He wants to be the best commentator out there. But sometimes you just don't have it. Tony Romo, I wouldn't say he was super charismatic, but there was personality. He had a lot of drama that came with him as well on the football field. But there was a gap between Tony Romo and Tom Brady in terms of performance and execution on the field, right? And then off the field, it's the same thing, but in reverse. I mean, Tony Romo is just a different level. The personality is all there. You're always going to be compared to the greats, right? Like Tom Brady was compared to Joe Montana for so long, and so many have him as a clear-cut GOAT. But this explains a lot. Get in the comments. What do you think? Is this what's restricting Tom Brady? Are the rules restricting Tom Brady? Him wanting to be an owner? Is this what's restricting him? Share, like, comment, subscribe. Please. Don't be scared to criticize me. Tell me, hey, Fabian, you ain't no good podcaster either. Fox ain't hiring you anytime soon. Catch y'all later, man. 7:30 p.m. Don't forget, we go live weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Peace. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like Commentator.
Y suscribe.